Guess what? We have two of these creatives on the line right now via Zoom. David and Dancegod Lloyd, if you can hear me, welcome to 30 Minutes. And how are you guys doing?
We chilling.
Charlie, you guys are the stars of what shall I say, of the day, of the week, of the month.
No, this is the star
of the day. You are both stars of the year forever.
He's the star.
See guys, they've been battling who is the star since we caught them.
Look at them trying to be humble.
I know, right?
All right, real quick. Now let's talk to David first. David, do you mind taking us through the creative process? As to how this video came about.
So it's been in the works for a long time, but like any other film, it takes some time for the whole development, pre-production, production, and post-production. But for me, I was involved in the production aspect, which is essentially the shooting of the film here in Ghana. So the creative process for me, it was mostly just being able to first of all just be active on set and be sure that I get into the flow of what I'm trying to do, and to be able to, everything that was planned visually on storyboard by the team, I'm able to execute that. So I'm more or less an executionist. So, yeah.
Nice. Charlie, Dancegod, what's up?
I already know. You already know. I'm the king already.
Hey, we are so super proud of you. Tell us something. How did you feel? How was it?
Okay. I already did. I joined the already dance challenge going on social media, meaning Instagram, and people actually loved it. And then they were tagging Beyonce and all of that. 2 days later, I happened to be part of the few people she put in a story, and then everyone was sending it to me, and they were just praying that they add me to the team. Then just at the same day, that night, one of her choreographers called me, and then he's called Jackwell Knights. He texted me. He was like, "Bro, I need you to be in this video. You killed it.
Wow.
So I'm gonna send you a choreo, the routine." He sent it to me. I met up with my guys. I called everyone. We're super happy about it.
Yeah.
Everything on set was on point. Trust me, I'm not going to lie. We had to beat our buddies.
Yeah.
And then, trust me, he was itching, but this is Beyonce. You can't tell me that. This is Beyonce. I would do anything for Beyonce.
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice.
David, do you mind telling us how this project was different from other projects you worked on? Because like Dancegod said, this is Beyonce, and we all know how much of a perfectionist Beyonce is. So talk us through the pressure, talk us through the expectations, and how you carried yourself on this project.
I think essentially the main thing the main hurdle I had to overcome on that day was as a cinematographer, you have to be able to be comfortable with several cameras, but this was a camera that I wasn't familiar with because I come from a Sony background.
Right.
Natively, I shoot unis. But you are on set with a cinema camera, and you have to be sure that So the day before, obviously, I was watching tons of YouTube videos.
Wow!
I could actually use the camera as though that's the camera I've been using every single day. So that was for me the main challenge when I got on set on the first day. But just after 10 minutes, I was super comfortable with it, and I just went with it.
Okay, and before I go to Dancegod Lloyd, and if you could quickly touch on the flow of the shoot. You could tell us how many days it took you guys, because like we said earlier, people were not too sure if Beyonce was in Ghana. I know you guys have some NDAs going on, which now we'll touch on later, but just tell me or share with us the flow of the production from meeting up. Did you meet Ghanaian representatives, or you had Beyonce's team fly down, talk to you guys, or things were done, over the internet?
Well, is that question for Dancegod?
No, that's for you, David. That's for you, David.
Oh, for me? Oh,
yes.
Sorry. So essentially, this is not the first time I worked with director Joshua Citi. So Joshua Citi is a very good friend of mine, and we met about 2 years ago, 2018, for projects, which was actually pretty big. But this for me was really different. I think when you work with small crew most of the time and you have to move to a point where everybody is playing a role and you are not embodying every role yourself, it's still, pressure in a way, because you have to execute it and execute it to your best ability. So we actually dealt with different aspects of the team. And for me, I was dealing more with the director for the Ghana scenes, that's Joshua Citi. Right. And he was working more with the production company back in, I think, New York or in the US. So it was still a lot of back and forth. But as soon as he got to Ghana, it was more like we knew what we were doing.
Right. That's good. I have a very interesting question to ask you. We know you and your team, Charlie, when you put together a choreography, it hits. But you were able to keep this very quiet. That's so interesting. No one knew Dancegod was going to be in the video. How did that happen?
Do you know how many times I was texting Joshua Citi and my manager, like, bro, can we just make some small noise?
Oh my God.
Like, yo, time is going. Let's make some small noise.
Time is going.
But yes, we were told not to tell anyone. I didn't even tell my mom. Wow. You know how I'm close to my mom.
Yeah, that's actually huge.
That's why they are proud of you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like,
well,
everything.
You have to swear an oath or something, because Charlie, Ghanaians, we want the news and you've kept it.
I couldn't keep it. I was just saying it to myself. Like Beyonce. Yo, the whole Ghana. Beyonce. Like, I'm in Beyonce's video. What are you telling me?
My goodness.
Do you know me? Am I your co-equal?
I even posted it on my Instagram that when she puts me in a video, I'm going to walk a certain type of.
Yeah, we saw that.
Can you give us how you'll be walking now? Can you give us how
Don't worry, I'll post it. Don't worry. I'm going to post it. I'm going to put it up.
But you better post it. Just remember to hashtag 30 minutes so that we can get to see that as well.
We are proud of you guys.
Yeah. David, before we let you go, briefly, what do you think this means to the or this means for the film industry? Right in Ghana? Do you think the future is bright? Because we've been under so many criticisms, and we are not too sure which direction film directors and cinematographers are going. But you and Joshua Citi put something together with the rest of the team, and it looks like the future has just been launched into something now. So briefly tell us, what do you think the future is like for Ghanaian filmmakers?
I think, first of all, it's very exciting, and I think there's a new wave of storytellers that are emerging that people need to look out for. And for most people, it's going to take a curve very soon, because a lot of production companies are starting to entrust local filmmakers like myself. Wow! So you'd find big production companies across the world reaching out to us to work on projects here in Africa. So I think times are really changing, and people just need to be on the lookout for filmmakers these days, because there really is a new wave of African storytellers.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, that's good. What does it mean to you, Charlie? We are looking forward to a lot of international features, bro.
I've been saying this since childhood, that the day I feature in Beyonce's video, I'll make too much noise. So the noise is coming, trust me. And I feel like this is like a big thing for the dance industry in Ghana.
That's right.
And also for the music industry, because for some time there, our people, our brothers have been dominating. So it's really good for us, you know.
They have to be louder
for us to push, yes. We only got us, so we need to push and then support, like spread the news. Make noise. That's the only way we can reach
make the
top.
noise, so make the noise.
Very, very
we are making noise.
Sure. Make the noise, wow.
All right, guys. So we would have to bring this to a standstill, unfortunately. But we will try and get you guys into the studio so we can have an extended conversation on this, because this is huge. All right. So I'm sure we'll definitely call you guys. You guys come over to the studio. And Dancegod Lloyd, you see this lady right here, Charlie? Yeah. You should put in one of your videos, Charlie. The girl, Charlie, she's a star.
I'm featuring you in my new dance video. Free hype.
You heard it here first. And I'm sure David will direct it, right?
Course,
David,
yes,
ready. I'll bring my long lens. I'm ever ready.
Charlie, guys, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All the best in your endeavors.
You're welcome. David, how much will you take?
All right, guys, if you just joined us, this is 30 minutes, and we were talking to Dancegod Lloyd and David Boanuh. Thank you guys so much for joining us via Zoom.